Hello YouTube, I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic on this beautiful and fine day. Today I've seen something, I do want to share this with you. I've checked out Lee Sin in higher elo. Some games were really annoying playing against him, and I thought, why do people struggle playing Lee Sin? I've checked it out on every single elo, from bronze, you see pick rate, highest pick rate, silver, highest pick rate, gold, highest pick rate, platinum. On every single elo, Lee Sin has the highest pick rate possible. And if we go to higher elo, like Challenger, Master Plus, you see Master Plus, pick rate, Lee Sin, he does get better. If we go to Master, S Plus, Challenger, S tier. Of course in Grandmaster he's not that bad. Not that good. But the lower we go, the harder people have it on Lee Sin. And I was thinking, why do people struggle so much? And a lot of people have this misconception that the reason why Lee Sin is so hard in lower elo and gets easier in higher elo is because he's a very mechanical champion, and in higher elo that these mechanics are gonna pay off. But let me tell you that this is not true. The reason why Lee Sin is hard in lower elo is because Lee Sin is one of those champions where you need to play well on a fundamental basis. Lee Sin is not a champion where you're gonna 1v9 casually. On other champions like Viego, Kha'Zix, you can. If we go to lower elo like bronze and we go at highest win rate, usually the champions that can 1v9 are very high. It is Lilia, Briar's a 1v9 champion, a champion that plays solo, not with the team. So how do we make it work now? I did join a game here, and I want to share you all the thoughts that I have to explain how you have it way easier to climb. As I said, Lee Sin is mechanical, but he's not that mechanical. If you play it on a basic level, you're gonna have a beautiful time climbing and the games get easier. What you need to do is learn the fundamentals properly. For example, playing with your win condition. I give you an example, a test. Let's say it's 20-20. Both teams have 20 kills, okay? And you have, let's say, 13 kills. Your ADC has 3 kills. Your mid laner has 4 kills. Is that good? Or is it better when you have 10 kills and let's say your mid lane has 10 kills? A lot of people would think that doesn't matter too much. But it's actually way better when you have 2 strong sources, not just 1. So you want to have one on your team that is extraordinarily strong and does a lot of damage, while at the same time you can peel for them, that is playing for your win condition. And I'm gonna explain how to play it properly with Lee Sin. I'm also considering, I'm just gonna cover here to make sure they cannot go further, so we're not getting a cheesy late invade. I'm gonna start the chickens with my E. That is the fastest clear we can do. Into Crux, into Red Buff. You can also start Red Buff with Q, that is totally fine. Also with W. Totally fine, both very optional. I'm gonna kite this. I'm also considering to do an unranked to master with Lee Sin, because I feel like a lot of people do struggle with him in lower elo. A lot of people love playing him, but they just don't know how to make it work. As you can see, he's D tier throughout the entire low elo area. And I have no problem playing Lee Sin all the way up to master tier with a very high win rate, just because I'm playing correctly and smart. I didn't play Lee Sin all my life. Like, I didn't play this champ very often. But you will see that it is not gonna be that hard if I play well on a fundamental basis, as I explained it. We could have smited the Red Buff as well. That would have been totally fine. I'm just gonna pull this Q. Gonna put another auto attack into another Q. Your Q deals more damage, lower target the enemies have. Now we consider to go for a gank. Yasuo is full HP. Sylas is full HP, so I'm not seeing a gank. Top lane is also not very optimal. So I'm just gonna continue clearing. Always make sure that you're gonna use your passive as much as you can. Okay, so as I said, I'm considering to unrank to master with Lee Sin. Basically playing throughout every single elo, making a pretty long YouTube video. But then it's basically the best coaching I can possibly make. And you do then know how to play Lee Sin in lower elo. You're gonna have fun because the champion is extraordinary fun. And at the same time conquer and win and not being D tier anymore. Alright, Red Buff should be dead here too. I'm gonna smite this as well because I wanted to deal a little bit more damage. We do consider a bot lane gank. Keep in mind, you see I'm playing Lee Sin. I didn't go for level 3 gank because it wasn't optional. I only go for level 3 gank if this is optional. I think this is around gold, platinum, elo, around that. Maybe a little bit, I think around gold, yeah. We see they probably have a ward, so I need to respect that. I'm going gold for Scuttle. My chickens are about to spawn soonish. I'm gonna check mid lane. Do I go for cover here? Gonna use my W there as well. You see, this is gonna be a very close fight. I do want to enter this as much as I can. I'm gonna do one more auto attack and just want to walk closer. If I go close to him, I don't want to use my Q, because Q has a chance of not hitting. I want to play it this way. You see? Boom, W on the ward, insta flash E. It's a little bit risky going for this. Oh, the minion actually sidestepped me. Minion is faker, better than the Yasuo. So as you guys can see, where's the mechanic in that? Like, of course we can say ward jump is not that easy, but all I did was ward jump. You go on the practice tool, you practice doing a ward jump, and then all you do is flash E. You don't even use your Q. There's not even a skill shot then if you play it this way. And how high is the chance the Yasuo dies? I don't think the Yasuo could have done anything to prevent it, so the chance was around 100%. Do you agree with me? Okay, so why do I clear these minions? Because it's the fundamental. You first want to clear your camps, and then you want to go for a play. I just went for a play, so I'm just going to clear inwards, it's called, because I'm not on the map right now. You see, I'm not close to any skirmish. So I'm going to be resetting right after that, because I cleared inwards, and then I want to clear outwards. That means I'm probably going to do wolves into Grump, and then I'm inside of the map, and then I'm able to play. Okay, if you're snowballing, you can go Eclipse. Build path, very simple. We're gonna buy control as well for the ward jump. Always keep the stealth ward for the ward jump. We're gonna go wolves into probably Grump, maybe even dragon. Skill Q, totally fine. Okay, if we are ahead, I'm gonna go Eclipse into Sandra Sky. If you're behind, you're just gonna go Sandra Sky without Eclipse. You see my wolf just spawned on the minimap. Was very obvious for me to judge, because it is just basic maths, it's fundamentals. I cleared this wolf at the correct time, so it has to be respawning at the exact same time. Now, my Grump didn't spawn yet, so I'm gonna cover mid lane. You see? I always have my camps cleared, and then I'm gonna go for play. Talia's here, very interesting. I'm just gonna walk closer, try to not go through the Talia W. Not gonna use my W and Q instantly, because it is risky and it might not hit. Gonna do my ward jump. You see, I'm not even gonna use my Q. Now it's getting a little bit closer, so I do have to use my Q. Auto attack E. Boom, get my Triumph, and I'm getting the heal off. Can I kill the Yasuo? Maybe not. I'm gonna try to hit the Q. I miss it. I don't need to go any deeper. And as you guys can see, rewatch the play how I played it. I'm pretty sure if you fully focus, it is doable for you as well. Even though it looks hard, with good practice, it's doable. I didn't shoot my Q, I didn't shoot my W. What is the smartest is that you wait with using your abilities for the correct situation. I'm just gonna buy one longsword. I will have my boots at 1030. We'll have one slot for it for free, and I want to have 1350 gold on the next reset. I'm not going top lane because Mordekaiser has prio, so therefore I cannot go for the Void Grubs. Talia is missing. Karma does have prio a little bit too. So I'm just gonna go for my Grump. Consider another mid lane play, probably find a bot lane play. I don't need these Grubs to win the game right now, even though I'm stronger than the Talia. I cannot go there right now. It's a little bit too risky, so I'm considering a bot lane play. Okay, I'm level 6, does look very promising. There could be a ward inside. I'm just gonna walk up because they are probably gonna try to make this crash. They did see me on a ward. I'm just gonna try to keep walking straight. I do not think I can kill them, so I'm just gonna walk away. Okay, beautiful. It was warded. Nothing we could have done. It was a good gank attempt. If they continue pushing to get some tower bladings in, that's totally fine. Can I go for the dragon? We can also consider to go for mid lane gank again. We still have a ward here to ward jump. It's gonna be another 10 seconds. I'm just gonna walk closer towards the mid lane. I'm probably just gonna W and ult the Yasuo here, boom. You also don't need to ult, but I'm just gonna try to showcase how easy the game can be if you play correctly. Now I'm gonna let the wave freeze. It's wave management. I didn't do anything insane mechanical. I'm just gonna play it simple, get my camps. Now Silas also survived it. If I was like taking this game fully serious and trying to play it to perfection, I would not have used my ult. I would have saved it. But this just showcases you that you are totally fine off using your abilities. You can use your abilities. You see, I have ult cooldown now 70 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna respect. We see Talia bot lane. Now the grubbies are free. Also not that complicated, right? I'm not gonna go for a stupid play. Dragon is not needed. Void grubs are also not needed. They are luxury, but in this current situation, this luxury is totally fine to go for. Gonna apply my wrapper for both those grubbies. Gonna finish this here as well. Not gonna queue because the grubbies are in front of me. Gonna finish this with the Q. I'm gonna walk closer towards the Mordekaiser. I do think we can beat him. Need to be a little bit respectful. Gonna wait with him throwing my Q. I don't think I'm gonna die here. On the next Q, I need to flash it. Gonna W the... okay, got Soraka ult in too. just gonna W the ward here. I can also use my controller to jump. Talia's not here because we saw her bot lane. If you're scared of dying there, you don't need to go for that. You can also be respectful and just after the grubbies walk away, which would be totally fine. I see enemy blue buff is spawning. Mid lane is missing, so I do need to be respectful. Mordekaiser's dead. We see Ashe on bot lane. Karma's also missing. Going for this blue buff, therefore, is a little bit risky. I do still have a ward jump and a lot of pressure top lane. Keep in mind, there's a lot of targets I can potentially W. I do get my boots now too, so I'm pretty comfortable taking this. Just gonna reset in the bush here, get my item eclipse finished. Also gonna buy another log shot. Really, really beautiful. Let's go. I do have my ult up. Now, what are you gonna do in the next position? Is you're still gonna keep your ward. Now you're gonna take wolves. Question for you. Quiz question if you're gonna already climb pretty heavily, mindset-wise, knowledge-wise in the game. Do I take blue buff? Do I take Grump? Do I gank bot lane or do I gank mid lane? What exactly do I do? What is my... Oh! What is my exact pathing? You see? You see my mechanics on Lee Sin. And I can climb to Master Tier with an insane win rate around 90% because of knowledge. And I told you, Lee Sin is a good champion for fundamentals. That's why he has it easier in higher elo. On other champions... Like with Lee Sin, you can peel so well your team. And I'm gonna try to do this so during the game. For example, here, Sylas could be a potential win condition. Xayah's ahead in the game. So what you usually do is, in the beginning, you get yourself ahead. And in the mid-game, you're gonna get your win condition ahead. And then you're gonna play for the win condition. In the early game, you usually don't know what exactly your win condition is. You don't know who it's gonna be. It has a ward as well. I didn't see that. I'm just gonna take the plant. You see, there are just no bot ganks optional. So I cannot go for a bot lane gank, which is totally fine here as well in this position. Okay, next item is gonna be Sandra Sky. I feel amazing here. I don't think I wanna play for the Teemo. There's no objective up. Next grubs will be spawning in 140. Could also go for potential invade. Sylas is still bot lane. Here I'm gonna take the mid lane wave. Also not complicated because Sylas is not here. Gonna consider to go for a freeze maybe. This Yasuo I would even win against fighting easily. I'm gonna throw my Q because he just used his... I'm not scared of fighting him, you see? Like the way I play this, I'm not scared of fighting him because I just can press my ult and then disengage. I'm gonna use my E here. You see how I miss everything? How am I even I'm inting it, you know? Okay, on the Yasuo, if you don't have ult, you don't go for the fight because then it's risky. If I have ult, if I think I lose, I will just press EQ and then I'm out, you know? It's not rocket science. I can always have a survivability tool. That's also another reason why Lee Sin is so good against Master Yo-Yo, is because Lee Sin can just press ult and the fight is out if he wants to. So it's his decision. This, for example, is too risky. I'm gonna reset here because Mordekaiser could ult me. I don't have ult, I don't have flash. I'm a little bit lower in HP, so I'm not gonna go for this. I'm gonna buy cooldown boots here. Oh, dodge the Ashe ult, amazing. And now I'm gonna just lane gank bot lane. I have ult and 30. On my ult, I wanna go for a play. Amazing, our Xayah gets fed. Also has a 15 CS lead, so we can consider to play for that more. Bot Skull is most likely up. We have a control ward here. Talia's also bot lane. Amazing. Now we can consider to go for a dive if they keep staying. I have ult in 14. I can also go for the bot lane Skull. Totally fine as well. You can save your control ward. Okay, they're gonna go for a bigger burst. There's a control. I'm just gonna ward jump here over the wall. Just gonna use my E. Again, not using my Q. I missed my Q again. I missed my Q again and again and again and again. Okay, absolutely insane how I miss my abilities. Okay, this was a little bit too much mechanical. Yeah, but it actually could be lots of fun to do unranked to Master Tier with Lee Sin as well. Holy shit. This champion is insane. I understand why it's such high popularity. But again, like, this was too greedy. I should have not went that deep. There was no need to that. Keep in mind, if I didn't go that deep, Ashe would have still got fucked and lost all the CS. Me going that deep was just a risk of me dying and giving the enemies counterplay option. And the main goal of the League of Legends is that you don't give the enemies lots of counterplay. And then it will also be very easy. We're not going for grubbies right now because I don't know where Mordekaiser is. As you can see, you see? It's crazy. Like, it's just... A lot of people would be like, okay, we go grubbies right now because we saw enemy jungler bot lane or enemy jungler needs to clear. I'm looking at the minimap before I go for play. I saw Mordekaiser's missing and all I say, okay, we have a little bit, we need to have some respect. Mordekaiser could be roaming, he's missing. I'm going to be respecting that. It wasn't that complicated. You just looked on the minimap. For example, now we see 2 free champions on the map. Now we see 4 champions on the map. So the only one who could be here potentially in any world is Talia. Nobody else could be here. I have 100% certainty on that. Now Mordekaiser's missing. Now I slowly need to be more respectful. I'm gonna stay here where I have more vision. Still have my ward jump. I can also save my W right now to jump over the wall if necessary. Gonna finish this here. Oh, they just despawned. That's very unfortunate. We got 5 grubbies though already. We're gonna see the dragon here too. Gonna go for a sneaky invade once again. Check if Grump is up. Gonna put a deep ward here. Just because there's a chance that Talia is gonna come and I wanna know it. There we go. There she is. And I'm gonna insta jump on her. She doesn't even have her E. Gonna not use my ult. You see, I'm just doing auto attacks. You see? This is how you play this in. You don't need to be playing it like insanely crazy. Gonna try to dodge his E. Gonna try to dodge his Q as well. And now I still have ult and Q. Like, even if I wanted to disengage again, I have ult, I have flash, maybe have another ward jump. I'm gonna use my ult whenever I need survivability. Now we see Yasuo on the minimap again. We do see Talia was dead. We see Karma bot lane, so I'm very fine taking this as well. We can take the Herald if we want to. We also have an insane reset. I'm just gonna try to get the eyes here popped. Gonna use my passive as much as I possibly can. Always do the Qs and the auto attacks in between. Gonna keep attacking this little biggie. Let's go. What are we gonna do after the Herald, guys? What do you think? Pause it again and look on the minimap. What do you think am I gonna do after that? I'm gonna smite it, instantly reset because I have 2,700 gold. One of the biggest fundamentals as well on the course. You can see it on the description if you want to reach your dream elo, guys. It is resetting on spikes. This is a huge item spike. I have all my gold spent. I am huge. Here, now you have a potential to skip the camps if you think this play is gonna go longer. You see Soraka is still gonna most likely survive. I have ult in 12. I'm just gonna finish the Grump here while having an eye on the Soraka if I need to protect her. Gonna make sure that if they go for dive, I'm gonna be here. I have ult up, I have flash. Gonna play it slow. Just gonna press Q on the Ashe here, try to kill her, and boom, Ashe flashed out. I'm gonna disengage as well. No matter what happens, I'm gonna play it very slow and safe. You see, I could kill them easily, but it's not needed to engage that deep. You see, I could engage her. Now this looks very killable. And you see, I died. Exactly the mistake I said. Beautiful. Beautiful example of improving here as well. For me, I saw a 100% guaranteed kill. At the same time, I had flash and W in 1 second. But the moment I jumped in, I was already CC'd into one-shot combo. And I also gave a huge shutdown. This tower is not the reason the enemies could potentially win. The reason they could potentially win is because I just gave them a huge shutdown. You see, 1k shutdown on Natalia. That is insane. And a terrible mistake I just made here. Something I can improve on. But that is totally fine. We are all allowed to make mistakes. In this situation, you can go Sterox. You can also go Black Cleaver. Totally fine. I personally think the best is to go Sterox and then go for resistances. Look at this. 52 magic resist. That's very little. Very, very little. So I'm gonna get a lot of damage dealt to me. Now I'm gonna go towards Dragon. I don't think they need me, so I'm just gonna finish my blue buff into Wolves. I do have ult up still. Again, so I'm gonna try to find a way to use it. You also want to use your ults when they're up, so you get more efficiency out of your abilities as well. At the same time, I'm using all my abilities on the clear because I want to get the maximum efficiency out of it, of course. W this, for example, Q instantly here, max range, everything we can do to just be faster. Already walk because of my E gonna be up in a second. Boom, gonna E this, gonna walk towards Scuttle. Q again on max range. When it is surely gonna hit, I attack Q. Now I'm gonna try to go for an invade. We see Yasuo bot lane. There we go. There's Talia. Miss my Q again. I miss my Q all the time. It's gonna be actually a meme. How many times I miss my Q. But it doesn't matter because of the basic knowledge. And look how hard I'm ahead. Like, if I didn't do the mistake, look how insane that is. And that will be the same if I play the next game and the next game. I'm gonna try to smite this and Q to the Ashe, but it doesn't work out this way. I'm just gonna use my Herald. Probably too deep. We do see that. Oh, we see Karma, the Yasuo, we see Mordekaiser, we see Talia. It's a little bit too risky though to go that deep. I'm gonna try to kill the Karma here in this position. Okay, I don't think I can get further. I'm just gonna probably ward jump out of here. Okay, Talia also ulted. I don't think I can get much there. I'm just gonna walk away. Probably gonna go to enemy chickens if they are still up. Gonna consume as much as possible. Oh, I didn't know that they have vision here. Gonna get the... Oh, if I got the Sandra Sky proc on the Ashe, I actually survive it. But it was again too deep. Second mistake I made this game. 2 mistakes already. This was not 100% a mistake. I mean, there was a very high chance actually I get a good outcome, and I didn't expect that much Ashe damage. Really well done from her. She had Pressy Tech stacked, as it seems like. Yeah, no, it was a mistake. Because the odds I get a good outcome there is around 60-65%. I was very confident in that play. I thought when I pressed my Q that is around 75-85% that I get a good outcome. And that is just miscalculated. Now I had another experience with Lee Sin. As I told you guys, I didn't play Lee Sin that much myself. And now I realize, okay, next time I have a play like this, I'm gonna be more thoughtful and maybe just disengage. Because there's way too much I can lose on that death. You see how much the enemies got back just because I had a stupid death. So this is how you should view your games. You see, I died 2 times. There were also 2 mistakes I made this game. Both of them we can improve on. And if you all view our games like that, I don't see any reason how you can continuously struggle in climbing to your elos. Okay, I'm gonna go further mid lane. Does seem like I want to play with my Xayah, play with my win condition. Dies already. I'm gonna try to keep going closer to the Yasuo. I do think I can kill him. I'm just gonna walk at him, try to hit with my Q, does get dodged as well. We see Ashe, we see Yasuo. I'm just gonna try to Q him again here. Just gonna walk closer towards him. I do see a lot of enemies, so I'm not that scared in this position. Gonna check enemy chickens too if I wanted to. Okay, they are down as well. Gonna check enemy wrap-off. We see 3 people on the map. Only Karma could potentially be here, and Talia. There we go, there's Talia. I again miss my abilities. It's actually getting pretty funny. Only those 2 people could be here. So that's why I wasn't scared going that deep. But I'm losing it slowly. How many times I missed my Q? I mean, it's funny. Okay, reset. I have a good tempo reset. I also want to start going for my chickens, get Baron pressure and going for Baron. I want to play together. Silas has 5 kills, so I need to play with my win condition. I'm starting also realizing myself that I'm playing a little bit too aggressively. I also think I should go magic resist here in this position. I think with Lee Sin, more of my multis is better, but I also already have Sterak, so that's totally fine. Just 1 magic resist item. There are tons of options. They have 3 AP champions. I for sure need to go for a magic resist item here in this position. I'm still gonna think about which is the smartest. I'm considering for Spirit Visage as well right now in this position. Gonna think of other options. What else could we potentially need? Alright, I'm gonna finish the scuttle here. I'm gonna just walk close. I can't. I just missed my Q again. Okay, we got her. I can't Q that early because of Talia. Okay, I tried to help them as much as I can, but that was a little bit too deep. Gonna try to help the Zoraka too. Is she fine? Does he have Rylais? Does he have Rylais? I'm gonna try to walk closer. I also, if I survive with the Zoraka being here, that means I could maybe even continue fighting, because Zoraka has a good peel for me. I do make a mistake that I don't play too much for my team. Very interesting game, actually, when I think about it. Silas is 5 kills, so I try to play more of Silas. The dragon spawns very soonish, but I'm first gonna push this wave here. I'm not that scared of the Yasuo, even if he ults me. I'm not scared of him. We can argue if that is a little bit too deep. But I'm just know that my champion just deals way too much damage being that fat, so I'm just not that scared of this Yasuo in this position. That's why I went that deep. Need to be resetting a little bit faster. Do we go for Spirit Visage? Does seem very promising. I think it's most likely gonna be the way. I'm just gonna keep my long sword for now. Maybe on the next reset I'm gonna get 1,400 gold more. Then I'm in a beautiful position. Now, Silas died. That is optional. This is my fault. I should be communicating a little bit better. Need to play with Xayah now. So what you can take away for Lee Sin for your games is then as well, in the mid-late game you're getting weaker, so then you play even further with your ADC. You see? Xayah's permanently doing auto attacks. You try to peel her with your W. She is gonna deal the damage towards the dragon. Enemy jungler is dead, so I'm not that scared here in this position as well. Gonna push further. Oh. I did click my smite, but I moved my mouse a little bit to the right. I don't think we can go for Baron right now. Silas is dead. Silas does have TP. Teemo went bot lane though without TP. We should not go Baron right now. What you do is you take your camp, so you build up even a stronger situation, and with that you're gonna then kill the enemies. Like, you do need to see it this way. You're getting more gold per second than the enemies do, and I'm gonna try to reset on Spirit Visage, and then permanently stay with Xayah. Keep in mind, if we have Spirit Visage, I don't think there's much that could happen to us, and we should have a very easy time of conquering this game. Gonna finish the chickens here too. Absolutely beautiful. Silas takes my crux. Beautiful. We're getting more gold per second than enemy do. Gonna take top scuttle as well. Make sure that Xayah doesn't get caught. Do they have any cheese? Doesn't seem like it. I'm gonna first take the scuttle here, and then I'm gonna go for the Baron. Okay. Then no enemy nearby. We can do the Baron, but keep in mind we're not doing it. We're just starting it and then potentially turn on them. I do want to probably find a turn. I'm just gonna walk closer, insta-Q the Mordekaiser here. Gonna also consider to ult into him. This is pretty interesting, but I still have my ult, so I'm not that scared here in this position. Probably gonna insta-jump when I can. See the catch on the Talia too. Oh, I did not expect to get stunned in this position. Felt pretty confident because I have my entire team behind me. And now do you see it? Xayah killed those. Xayah. We can't end. We're just gonna go for Baron. Why do we cannot end? The enemies have too much wave clear and we're a little bit too slow, so we're just gonna start doing Baron. You see, I wasn't the one dealing the most damage in this fight. And a lot of you guys, and I think this is the main problem as well of people playing Lee Sin in lower elo, is that they think that they are the carry and they need to deal the damage. But that's just not true. You are a peel champion, especially with your ult. Your ult gives you so many opportunities to play the game, which is also a beauty of Lee Sin. Which is another reason for his high popularity. I honestly also, whenever I play him, I have a feeling a lot of joy in that. So I would also enjoy having an unranked to master with Lee Sin here in this position. Okay, so we're gonna go for wrap buff. What are we gonna do after wrap buff, guys? Pause it and again think. Where exactly do I move? Do I move mid lane? Do I move bot lane? Do I go to a certain character? Think. The answer is I go all the way to Xayah. No matter where she goes, I go. She has 3 items. That is very strong for an ADC. Even though the Xylas has 7 kills, I do assume that Xayah deals more damage in a team fight. So I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna cover her. That's why I walk in a straight line towards her. You see this Yasuo Q? They might engage on her. Maybe they have a Kha'Zix who kills her. And then you're gonna be there sitting, complaining that your ADC is non-existent and dying, while you are basically the reason why your ADC could even die. And then you will have a game where you don't win, and that is also the reason for Lee Sin having a hard time with his stats. And all these insect moments, you don't need to learn them. You see, I'm 16-2, I'm in a perfect position here already, and I didn't even insect once. Okay, Xayah just hard into that. She griefed it. Now we can see if we can do something ourselves. Enemies used a lot of the abilities already. Now we need to be the carry for a certain period of time because Xayah is dead. We probably cannot go further here. We see a lot of enemies on them in position. I'm just gonna take this and probably just disengage because Xayah is dead. We can play for the next dragon. We can play for Baron. Do we get outscaled? I'm not that scared here in this position, but enemy scaling is not too shabby. I think we're outscaling them, but it can potentially be very hard to play. Let's just phrase it like this. Okay, Silas is gonna be my next cover. I'm just gonna stand close to him. W the Soraka here. Just gonna try to get a push in as fast as I can. Walk. Oh, he wants to go actually very deep. I'm just gonna stay close to him, but I don't like this. Wild Danger pinging him away all the time. Getting some energy back. Walking towards enemy top side. Considering to go for the Malefita here. I mean the Mordekaiser. Okay, let's see what I can do. Maybe I find an insect here. Not necessarily needed though. His ult got cancelled. I'm just gonna auto attack. Like this combo, by the way, also 0 skill. Ward jump, auto attack ult Q, QE. Every ability hits and the chance it misses is 0%. Even if I don't hit abilities. Because you're just gonna ward jump and press ult. He's gonna fly in a straight direction and you're just gonna Q on that straight direction. Go into practice tool and practice that combo several times and it will also be easier. You see my Q misses again. I'm a complete piggy with my Qs. Finally I hit one. Ward jump out. Not needed to go that deep. I just wanted to go in and out with my ward jump. If you cannot go out, you don't even go that deep. Even going that deep in the first place is not even necessary. We're gonna shield him. Gonna danger ping this. We wanna play for Dragon. Come, Drake. Where's your communication, guys? Do you actively show your body language of moving towards Dragon? The 3 forms of communication, which are also explained in the course, which is in the description, guys. It is body language, chatting, pinging. How do you use those properly? It's all questions we can optimize in our gameplay. Alright, beautiful. Gonna finish the dragon here in this position. Gonna get Scuttle here. When do I have my last item? My last item is probably gonna be Black Cleaver for a little bit more damage, because in this specific game we don't have a huge win condition. Like, we do have win conditions, Xayah and Xylas, but it's not huge. So I will be also playing a little bit like in carry myself, but keep in mind, we are not the main carry of the game. 650 gold, I will have Black Cleaver. I'm just gonna help my team push this. We see Mordekaiser top lane. The enemies have no tower, so we can just go deeper. Maybe we're gonna find a sneaky insect here. We don't need to. Like, I'm considering to do so right now for you guys, but I got caught here a little bit. It isn't necessary. We don't even have a ward. We have 3 lanes now that come with super minions, so I just want to keep sieging with that. Do we even want to go for an insect is the next question, because if we QQ ult them into our team with flash, then I don't have ult, I don't have flash, I don't have Q. Could be potentially pretty bad. Okay, while there are 3 inhibs, there's usually the entire jungle up. And on the next wave, that means this wave, it's the first wave with 2 super minions. We're gonna then be pushing. Push now with super minions. I'm gonna try to communicate that. It's very bad what Xayah and Soraka are doing. Here, resetting is terrible. But it's maybe because I also show them actively that I'm not pushing myself. But we should be pushing with this wave as well. And the waves we're getting, because we're getting 6 super minions per wave, which is kind of huge. I'm just gonna slowly peel my minions here as well. Peel the Xylas. Just gonna press S here, chill a little bit. Wait, and I mean, what is this? I'm just gonna try to cover this guy, but of course that's really, really bad. You see, I'm just standing inside of him, trying to cover him. My Q missed again, and I got hit. Okay, I'm not doing an insect intentionally now, because I just show you how easy it can be. W the Xayah. Wait, I'm not doing nothing. They are sieging. I don't need to be the one sieging. We have 6 super minions, so they are totally fine. Soraka's gonna protect the Xayah. I'm walking towards Xayah too. I'm just gonna press 1 ability, ult. I wanted to hit the Talia with my Q now. Like, there's not more to that, right? And it does look pretty hard. But I recommend to rewatch this video again, rewatch this entire game, and see where you would have done something differently. Okay, let's go, guys. I wish you good luck with Lee Sin. Let me know in the comments below if you're interested on seeing more Lee Sin content, also an unranked to master with Lee Sin. I wish you the absolute best, guys, and like and subscribe to get more of this content. Take care, have a wonderful remaining day.